How many is the exact or preferred or recommended number of dating apps you can have on your phone at a time or at a go? Because we just always say, yeah, if you're using, you see messages, I'm using 4 dating sites, I'm using 5, I have 6, I've downloaded all of them. So at any given time or period of time, let's say from January to March, how many do you really have to have? 2, I say, based on experience, based on what I know about how much efforts and expectations you put on those apps. If you have to have more than one, you can only afford to have 2 for successful results. Hello, my name is Win. If you're seeing me for the first time, you know that you need to stay because you don't want to miss on this. And returning subscribers, thank you so much. And so let's pick up. Today, I'm talking about the maximum number of dating app you should have on your phone at any given point, because like I said, we always just recommend after a certain period of time, after your trial, you cannot have an app for more than 4 months. On the fourth month, you should have plans of exiting because nothing good is happening. Let me tell you what happens on those apps. These apps are like people. So what I mean by that is that at some point you might realize that an app you're using is I say like it accepts you. It's unlike a country, a new environment, a place like a home. And the first impression, the first few weeks impression it gives you is what's going to be consistent. If you go there and the type of people you're attracting are like, hello, I'm just here for fun. I'm not looking for something to settle with. I'm not, the red flags of it, or like, hi, I can't take a video call because my phone is broken. Let's just chat, or like the scamming type, all the 10 types of red flags that I mentioned in the previous video, you should already have plans, and your expectation should have dropped from 50% to 10%. Okay, because apps are like new countries or new place you go to, or a home. If there is nothing positive out of it, it starts very early in the morning. Before noon, you already have known the kind of apps. So I always say these apps, they accept you or they reject you. Now, the reason is why I'm saying that you can only have 2 apps. This is an app where you try both ends, my people. When you are online or trying to get someone, or on dating sites, on dating apps, online, on social media, on whichever online base or where you're based at, that you're trying to have this, seek your soulmate or your partner, you you cannot go on those apps and put up the profile. I've put up my profile. They're good. I have picked the photos based on what I've seen, the kind of photos you should use, which I did. If you want to pick and say, I think I'm done now, I'm going to wait for people to be texting. Because this thing also work with something called algorithm. The dating site, the dating app picks what you gives it. And immediately you put it and rest, the apps also assume you are okay. You are not in a rush. And then there are people who are making moves. Someone putting location, searching for different location. This week or this month, they are in the USA. Next, they are in Europe. They are in Canada. They are in Asia. Okay. And algorithms are okay. This particular profile is in the move, is in search. And I'm seeing people also writing back. Someone from Asia wrote back, another one from, because maybe in a day you write to 2 people, 5 people whom you've read their profile. Very serious conversation is ongoing. Then it speaks and sees the interest. The people from the Asian countries are really interested in this profile. I'm going to push it forward. It's just like on this, social media thing. Whatever you feed the internet and the kind of people interested in are the ones that are going to be recommended for your content or your profile in this case. Nice. So after that, if you see it again, I want you to imagine you're talking to someone, and if you ask these people based on experience, like let's say, for instance, the men, they really receive messages from per day. They say it's overwhelming. Okay, that's why I made a video showing you how outstanding your profile can be, guys. Your profile has to be outstanding. You cannot just wake up in the morning and say, yeah, this is it. It has to be outstanding. So check out that video and how to initiate conversation. What do you talk about? So if I have overwhelming 50 messages in a day as a man, let me say someone from Asian or Western world, and I receive 50 messages from a lady from the other end, maybe third world, maybe also second world, first world, I don't know which world it is, yeah? I am going to look at someone who wrote something that caught my eye. I'm not going to look at Elo or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. It's about quality over quantity. So if you have two apps in the based on your location or the time when you're targeting people from the USA, and you target their time of being online is around maybe 10 p.m. after work on a Friday, and you go there at that particular time, the first thing that you're going to do with your life is pick one app and go there at that time when you've set it based on location. The second app, maybe you put you are targeting people from Asia. You have to check against the time of your country and say, okay, so Asians, when in my country it's 7 p.m., that's the time that it's like maybe midnight in this particular country. So I'll go at 7 p.m., which is midnight, or bring it further at around 4 p.m. that you're able to get the target. And this already is so tiring. You know why? Because from dating apps, you're picking contacts, you're trying to know someone, you go online. Time difference is a factor. You also have your own personal life, you have to work, you have to do your own activity, you have friends, family, you have things in your personal life aside from online. So you want to balance, and this is too much, this is so hectic. I don't think that you will be able to handle. Now, what happens when you have three dating sites? When you have three dating sites or four, you have 10 people talking to you, you lose focus. You start to lose focus of you focus on the quality. A lot of people are writing that you are busy searching for whatever the stars when you cannot see the diamond at hand, because it's overwhelming and they're all just online people you're talking to. You don't know who is real. You are not able to focus because you don't know what is worth taking time. It's like talking to 10 people at a go. It is, you're just replying for the sake. So they start leaving and you're like, yeah, I talked to 100 of them and they're all left because you got so confused. You don't know how to focus. You don't want to waste your time because it's like replying to 100 mails. I'll do, okay, fine, thank you, that's it. Because I want to capture this target. If I have 3 mails, I will sit down and capture what to write and make the conversation flowing. So I really would recommend work on quality and not quantity of people. The amount of message you can write to massive people can be so low of quality. And also, it when you talk to 2 and 3 people, it's even best also than talking to one person, of course, because then your expectation or disappointment a little bit drops. So today I was just going to say that personally, based on the kind of pressure I saw on those apps that you also have to keep up with, which I have to say, yeah, don't ask, I am going to say it myself. I do not recommend for anyone to talk to one person from a dating site. Not before you meet the person. They are just people you are trying to talk to, yeah? You're just people you are trying to know. And some even when as good as you can from from the shots I upload where people share their own. Some even come and then they realize that's not what they want and they leave. Some even come and then commit and leave. So you don't want to be on and off of the site just because you've been left, because you go back there with frustration. You want whoever wants to go to leave. So you can talk to up to 3 people. First five, out of these five, automatically you'll find two who are very busy asking for very silly questions, things that are not or what you expect. Like I said, you cannot go on a dating site before you draft down what you want so that you do not get confused and get lost in the middle of people who are quirky and lazy and people who are just there for fun time. And you don't want to compromise what you went for in the name of I've seen somebody is good looking and I just want to compromise. If it's just about fun, when you went there to settle here for something big. So by the end of the day, just make sure that you look in that perspective and then you pick. If you're talking with 5 people, 2 will disappoint your expectations for sure. You will talk to 3 people. By the end of the day, you remain with 2 people. Now come back to me to talk to you about the dilemma you are in. Whom among these 2 are the best to pick? That is now what I do. What I do now is to try to understand why you are in this beautiful dilemma. I have 2 people I'm talking to. It's very normal, as people are going to say I'm very wicked, but that's it. At two, two dating apps at a time, it's always the best, because then I can focus on other things and I can put my energy elsewhere in things that are also worth, because this is also not a guarantee that I'll get somebody. Yeah, right. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to me. And if you've not liked this video up to this moment, this is the time to pause and do so in 2 seconds. Thank you so much. I'll catch you up in the next video. In the comment section, let me know what you'd like me to talk about. See you when I see you. And please try this. I hope it helps. I wish everyone all the best who is there. So for now, ciao.